Hey everyone, welcome back for an exciting movie recap. Today, I'm telling you an action-packed story about a team, a robotic dog, and a fight to protect a special bond against dangerous enemies. It's full of thrilling moments, heartfelt friendship, and a big twist, so let's dive into this awesome adventure. The story starts with a top-secret robotic dog named AXL, created by a scientist named Andrik at Crane Systems to help soldiers. AXL stands for Attack, Exploration, Logistics, and it has super smart artificial intelligence. The military funds the project, but during a test, something goes wrong, and AXL ends up alone and damaged in the desert. That's where Miles Hill, a motorbike racer, finds him. Miles is also alone after his friend Sam Fontaine abandons him when he falls during a stunt. When Miles gets close to AXL, the robot's owner pairing technology turns on, and they instantly connect. AXL starts helping and protecting Miles, and Miles grows attached to his new robotic friend. Wanting to keep AXL safe, Miles teams up with Sarah Reyes, a smart and brave girl he knows, to hide the robot. Miles and Sarah take AXL to a remote hideout that Sarah uses as her art studio. There, AXL gives Miles a device that takes a blood sample to finish the pairing process, making Miles its official owner. While they're at the hideout, Sam shows up, jealous of Miles and Sarah's friendship. AXL senses the threat and attacks Sam, and Miles uses the moment to warn Sam to leave Sarah alone. Sarah gets upset with Miles for making things worse with Sam, but she promises not to leave Miles. They decide to head back to Miles' house, leaving AXL at the hideout for now. At home, they tell Miles' dad, Chuck, about the robot. Chuck tells them they should return AXL to its owners because it might be dangerous. Meanwhile, back at the hideout, Sam returns with his friends and attacks AXL with a flamethrower, burning the robot badly. Sarah sees this happening live on her phone through a camera feed, and she and Miles rush back to save AXL. They arrive too late to stop the damage, but AXL gives them a location where they can take him to get repaired. While Miles and Sarah are dealing with AXL, a man sent by Andrik shows up at Chuck's house, asking about a device that controls AXL. Chuck gets suspicious and outsmarts the man, demanding answers. The man admits he's looking for AXL, but Chuck doesn't give him any information. Meanwhile, Miles and Sarah take AXL to a garage at the location the robot provided. AXL starts repairing itself, but Andrik sees the robot's location on his system and sends a team to get it back. The agents arrive at the garage while AXL is still fixing itself. Just as they try to take the robot, AXL finishes its repairs and fights off the agents. After rebooting, AXL remembers Sam burning him with a flamethrower and races off to get revenge. Miles and Sarah chase after him to stop him from doing something dangerous. They find AXL at a party where Sam and his friends are hanging out. Sam tries to burn AXL again with the flamethrower, but it runs out of fuel. Miles and Sarah arrive just in time and convince AXL not to kill Sam. But then, a swarm of drones sent by Crane Systems shows up and shuts AXL down. The drones capture Miles and Sarah and take them to Crane Systems. At the facility, Andrik tries to take control of AXL away from Miles, but it doesn't work. When Miles refuses to tell Andrik where the remote device is, Andrik programs AXL to attack Sarah. Sarah reminds AXL of a feather she drew for him at the hideout, which helps AXL stop himself from hurting her. Just then, Captain Weber, Andrik's military boss, arrives. Andrik tries to run away, but he gets arrested for his actions. Seeing they're surrounded, Sarah lets herself be captured to distract the agents. Miles and AXL escape, but a helicopter chases them through hilly terrain. While riding his motorbike, Miles falls off, and he knows they can't outrun the helicopter. To save AXL, Miles orders the robot to run away. AXL follows the order and gets as far as it can before starting a self-destruct sequence. Before it explodes, AXL uploads all its memories with Miles and Sarah to the internet, looks at Miles' image one last time, and says, "Yo! Send it!" before finishing the self-destruct. Miles, heartbroken but safe, lets the military capture him. 6 weeks later, things have changed. Endrick is in prison for breaking national security rules and putting people in danger. Captain Weber visits him and says AXLS code has appeared online again, asking what it's doing. Meanwhile, Miles and Sarah are now in college, thanks to scholarships from the military, who want to keep them quiet and watch them closely. One day, Miles and Sarah are at the beach, studying and playing with their new puppy. Sarah gives Miles an envelope from his dad, Chuck. The note inside says, "This yours?" When Miles turns the envelope upside down, AXLS remote falls into his hand. He looks at Sarah, asking if he should press it. The device uploads an AXL app onto their phones, showing them that AXL has somehow survived and is trying to come back to them. And that's the story, a thrilling tale of a boy and his robotic dog fighting to stay together against all odds. The desert and crane systems felt so intense with all the chases and battles, and AXL's self-destruct was so sad. It showed how strong Miles and Sarah's friendship became, and how AXL's loyalty never gave up. Thanks for listening. I hope you like this recap. Let's always cherish the friends who stand by us. Stay safe.